Back on Morning Drive, a little highlight, Rory McIlroy on the golf course starting the week 44. He's Reggie Jackson this week, trying to hit a grand slam. A birdie putt on his second hole.
And that's big. When you bogey the first hole, you do not want to stay over par early in these playoffs because you're going to have to play some offense, and really important birdie right there for Rory to get back on track.
No doubt about it. And of course, you can see he was the second selection made by the Hack Attack, and we sent it over to Damon and Matt for some draft destinations.
Absolutely, guys. Thank you. Listen, you knew Rory McIlroy was going to find his feet. Talent lands on his feet. Great to be with Matt. And you go to a football draft every year, a party. You've done it for nearly 30 years. I didn't even know you were over 30 years of age, by the way. But you also are an expert on buddies trips. So what's the difference between like a golf buddies trip and a fantasy football buddies trip?
I think, having planned a buddies trip that's golf focused, and having planned now, a fantasy football party that involves golf. Those are two very different things. And as a trip organizer, you got to think about them very differently. So on a buddies trip, I'm thinking pure golf destination.
Right.
The reason why I love Bandon Dunes is because everybody's together. It's all golf, multiple golf options. You got multiple off-course golf options, so to speak, with a par 3 course, a putting course. Everybody's, camaraderie is all there. And everybody there who's on a golf buddies trip is a golfer. They're playing more than those few rounds a year. On the fantasy football draft party with golf involved, you've got to think that there's people on that trip, and certainly on my trip, that only play golf that trip of the year. So you got to think. Throw out all the pure golf destinations and the top golf destinations in America, the best of the best, and think what is a good place for all of us to hang out, have good, accessible or fun golf and destination. We got a list here. Barton Creek Resort and Spa, Austin, Texas. Austin's a great city, fun city. You got multiple course options at Barton Creek. They've got a golf getaway package there right now that would be fun. Includes breakfast, bucket of beers, $50 credit in the shop. So they play to guys trips. Talking Stick to me in Scottsdale, Arizona. That's the definition of what is a great destination for a fantasy football draft weekend that involves golf.
Why?
We've got 2 Corin Crenshaw courses that are flat, playable, fun. You can have 4-man scramble. Definitely change up formats for a draft party involving golf. Don't be afraid to do that 4-man scramble or one best ball of the foursome. So not everybody's struggling to make a number.
Yeah.
You got to play down to your highest handicap. You know what I'm saying? You got to think about that guy and make sure that guy has fun and everybody else will have fun. Talking Stick has Top Golf, as those 2 courses, has a casino.
Wow.
Everybody's going to be bumping. You never have to leave. They got the big pool there, so I love that spot.
Well, where do you go?
Well, so on that list also, Harrah's Resort in Rincon, California. We go to my brother's backyard. We play horseshoes, pool volleyball. We break out to Woods Valley, kind of a off the beaten path golf course, very affordable, very accessible. We play 4-man scrambles, and it's fun for everybody there. Even if they're that one time a year playing golf, has a blast, and that's the key.
Well, it's a great time of year. You've got golf fantasy drafts, you have football fantasy drafts. Let's see what the viewers are saying right now. Here's Brent Martin weighing in. Old Capitol Golf Club, Shawnee Golf Course in Louisville, Kentucky. So a little Midwestern flavor here. I mean, do you like these?
Yeah, I love for a fantasy football draft weekend.
Yep.
That involves golf. You got to go super affordable. You got to go sort of that, like I said, that off the beaten path.
Here's Jason McCall, Idaho. Golf at Jug Mountain with a nice view of the lake.
Draft from the deck over there. And Jug Mountain, that fits perfectly for a fantasy football draft weekend.
Absolutely.
We're going to play Jug Mountain.
Weather's getting good, too, a lot of places around the country. Now, speaking of a lot of great players still left on the draft board. Hideki Matsuyama, how hot has he been? How about Matt Kuchar's run at the Open? Or Henrik Stenson at Greensboro? Who will be selected? You'll find out coming up on Morning Drive.